Ladies and gentlemen, we're going back in time today, and our first stop begins here in chapter 4. It hasn't been that long, but well, it's been like 3 months already, and I kind of already do miss it. Like, man, just like looking at everything, like the memories, that gas station, Slappy Shores. I mean, I really loved this biome, and this hill, actually, I landed here like every day. This is season 2, so we've still got like Anvil Square and stuff. We still got the Citadel. Last Resort, that was a really good season. Oh, the racetrack. This winding river, I really liked it. I landed up here a lot too. Remember when we thought this was going to be a volcano? We thought it was going to destroy Mega City. This was such an incredible POI. Man, I miss how bright like the grass looked and everything. Like, it's crazy how different chapter 5 is. This is such, I don't know, this whole biome really was nice. At least me personally, I was a big fan of this. Yeah, so that works. My whole loot route was like down through here for most of chapter 4. Like, I really liked this lake. Technically it was supposed to like model after like Tokyo and like Japan and stuff, but either way though, like this whole area was amazing. And landing over here, the hollow chest, you know, we haven't had keys at all in chapter 5. Like, I really hope those things make a return at some point. I remember all the fights you'd have to take down here on this road. Somebody would be up there on the hill. Oh man, coming in here, the doors, I think the doors don't work right, but oh man, the katanas. This is definitely an item we need back in the game. Like, look at that thing sparkle. Oh man, and the bridge. Oh, that bridge was so nice. Like, I remember all of the epic like sunsets where you could be like on that island or over there looking out at Mega City. It's crazy how that gas station never really got as popular as the other one that's out by like Brutal Bastion, which it's also weird like seeing Brutal Bastion like that. See, like, it's kind of crazy that it was at such a high elevation. Like, it's higher than Mega City. Oh man, the pink trees though, like that was a nice touch. I hope we get something like this back again someday. I still remember my first gunfight on these rails. Oh wait, what? I've never seen that before. A triple key hollow chest. I don't think that was ever an actual thing. Oh, look at the light up things on the bridge, man. I remember that. Oh, this was such a cool little spot. But right here, man, the bridge, this was literally like one of my favorite spots out of the chapter 4 map. Oh, this whole lake was amazing, man. Look at that fiery golden sunset. This whole biome was just perfect, man. Oh, you know what's gonna look really cool? Okay, this road though, this just like the pink trees and the sunset and everything glowing. Oh, and Steamy Springs. These pools could give you a little bit of shield, kind of like Slurpy Swamp used to. I always remember landing here and there was a ton of AIs. Oh wait, listen. Where's that music coming from? That little musical like ambiance was so cool. Let's head down into Mega City. I don't know how many of the buildings we can go in because you can't build and the zip lines don't work properly. That was the problem with some of the buildings though. Like, you couldn't go in any of them. They were all just shells. This was kind of a fire gas station. Like, this little alleyway here. Like, I still remember High Card would like spawn in over here. You'd have like your Havoc assault rifle or something, or you'd get on like a dirt bike right in here and you come roaring down that way. Right here though, I still remember you'd come over here with your dirt bike, go to settings, and that button right there for viewing the crew pack got you right in there, hiding in the vault. That was a good time. I should probably spend some time on other areas of the map. Even though I like this whole biome area with the Asian theme and everything, we should go visit some other places because I'm sure people will be interested in those. Oh, the sunrise though, it looks so nice. Oh, remember this? This never turned into anything, I don't think. We all thought the 0 point was in here. This was a busy gas station because especially once you had like Frenzy Fields kind of down there, and you had Relentless Retreat out there, which I landed at a lot. I miss Relentless Retreat. The whole Last Resort season was just perfect. I think there was a few NPCs you could hire here. I still remember chasing a guy down through this place. It's so weird thinking that this area was all jungle eventually. Because I think Anvil Square, yeah, it was just buried in the jungle. I don't think there was anything that like happened on top of it. But like this was still kind of edge of jungle. Because you had Kato Thorne's agency place with the big moon logo on it up there. Because the whole Eclipse thing that was gonna Eclipse Estate, yeah, that's what the name was. See, it's crazy how it all comes full circle. And I always remember trying to kill AIs that would just end up over there, and then I'd get shot in the back by some dude up on the roof there. I never was a huge fan of this place. Like, it wasn't bad, but it really wasn't my favorite. I don't know, it was all right, I guess. There was definitely a lot of nice color to this whole biome, at least compared to like chapter 5 at least. Like chapter 5 has some nice looking areas on the map, and there's some little nods to areas, but this area was special, man. It is kind of crazy that that cabin stayed there for the entirety of chapter 4. You could still see Mega City in the distance. Like, this map was so small. Oh, you know what? This lake never melted. That's so sad. This whole lake here never melted. It was always just ice. Well, here we are at everyone's favorite Brutal Bastion. I really didn't like this POI. I really didn't like it, but I don't know. To every man his own, I guess. It was kind of unique. There was a lot of these places actually like dotted around the map, like that spot, that spot, that spot. I wonder, was the vault here? I think it was. Yeah, for season 2. Yep, they had the vault here for a while. This was always like just a rat's nest of campers, because they'd always come in here. Then they'd like hide here or sit up there and trying to get your vault open. And because yeah, you could hide in these things too, if I remember right. Little nooks. Wait, that's a picture of chapter 3. I mean, that's where we'll be going next, so pretty cool to see that. Let's first make one more stop at a POI that I'm pretty sure I can guarantee you all forgot about. And there it is, just in the horizon. I don't know how I'm gonna get to it since I don't think ziplines work, but yeah, there it is. Lonely Labs. I mean, whatever it was Sanguine Suites, if I remember right, was the name. Yeah, that's the name of the place it was, because they got rid of the snow here. It was all grass. Man, Last Resort, that was such a good season. Like, fall seasons are already usually some of my favorites, but that season was a whole different level of peak. I really wish I had more time to play during that season, but I did do a bunch of interesting memes. That was when we did the semi-truck because they brought back pizza. Yeah, everybody thought this was going to turn into Frosty Flights. Alright, well, that's enough time on a map that's relatively familiar. Let's go to chapter 3 now. Alright, here we go. Chapter 3, season 3. Another one of my favorite seasons this season and the Chrome season. Way better than the first half of chapter 3, in my personal opinion. Obviously, everybody else disagrees with me on that. All right, here we go. Remember the blimp? Oh man, that was hanging down there. Tilted Towers after it was destroyed. That's an interesting sight. Oh, remember the gas station? That place was so contested for no reason. But I guess it's because you had Rocky Reels right next to it, and the Butter Barn. Oh, Greasy Grove after it had all the mushrooms in it. That was a cool spot. Oh man, we had the Daily Bugle and the Sanctuary out there. The statue after got painted over, and the rifts out on each of the corners, because there was like right there, and then there was one there, but it was gone. They had Century Station there. Shifty Shaft, Sleepy Sound, that was a nice place. Remember when they put that like house here? It's like Grim Gables or something. Although I really liked the additions they did to the lake, adding all this special stuff. That was just awesome. I gotta land at my favorite spot just to start things off. I think I landed at Rave Cave every single day at least 10 times during chapter 3, season 3 and season 4. Because I'd always come up here, you know, you'd get your materials there, drop down in here, and you had all these slurp barrels. I would always do that. That was like a part of my loot path. Come in here and I'd get these. Oh, remember how the things would flash when you hit the weak points? They got rid of that like effect. I don't know why. Then you could come down in here. And if you wanted, you could hide under this thing. Remember all the people camping in like tournaments with that? That was so annoying. Oh, and then I'd come in here and all the TVs, and some people would go that way, but like I'd come over here, I'd get that chest. These lights were so cool, man. Like, Mega City and Rave Cave, those are like top two POIs for me. Remember when we thought Clombos were gonna come out of there at some point? Oh, and the wreckage from the plane, the roller coaster track. I don't think there's ballers in this. I once died to fall damage on this inflatable thingy. You know what? Getting revenge. Might be 2 years later, but caused me enough grief. This whole like vibe though, like the paint, the colors, the lights kind of thrown together, because this was like leftover stuff from the Fertilla, I think. Man, this whole spot though, like, because you'd get this. You had like the bar here. Again, the TVs, like it's just such a weird aesthetic, but like that, the glowing lights, I don't know, man, like I loved this place. So you could head down in here. Yeah, this was always a free vault. For a while you had people stand in front of it, and that's how you open the vault. Eventually you had to like carry an NPC on your back down there to open it, but man, when the sun was shining into the cave, that always just looked super special. Because this place was great at night, but during the day this always looked really nice. Oh, remember the timber pines, man. Why did they get rid of this mechanic? That was so cool. It was so useful because you could ride these as boats down the river. You could do that. You could just like push a bunch of builds out of the way. You could use this in your Paul Bunyan role play. Oh yeah, look at that. You could light them on fire too, if I remember right. All right, we'll leave Rave Cave alone for now. I know that place is special to people, but let's head down here. This whole biome definitely was another one of my favorites. Like, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's the dark green grass. It just looks nice, but this tree was beautiful, man. We need another place like this again. Because, like, honestly, when the last reality was still involved with the storyline, we had cool places like this, and we should go back to a time like that, you know? And these mushrooms, that was kind of a nice thing. They should add those back. Because we had the mushrooms, we had the reality saplings that you could grow loot on. That was such a staple mechanic for 2 seasons, and then it was just gone forever. Man, like, this whole area is just so peaceful. I always like the bright colors of the water, and the way that like the sun kind of makes it flash right when you hit it. There's like a glare. It's like right there. Yeah, right there. This area was so nice. All right, I think it's time we go to chapter 2 now. Take one last look at Loot Lake. Remember how dark it would get at night? Like, why does the nighttime have to be so bright now? Like, this looks like nighttime. This looks nice. You even got like the Aurora Borealis or whatever those thingies are called up in the sky. As you can see, we're in chapter 2, and we could wander around, but like people have done that already a million times. What we're gonna do is Operation Skyfire. Oh, this brings back memories. The event is gonna start here. Floating Slurpy Swamp, remember that? Oh my gosh. Some people got stuck down here because they spawned in the basement of this building. Wait, I might actually be, there we go. Remember the UFO mini games? Oh, and remember, they had that one time in Arena where these things were enabled and they'd spawn you in the storm. You could break this and then you'd fight other people.
Troops are everywhere.
It was basically like a gulag.
I found the abduction chamber housing the bombs. Once this patrol passes, I'll get you out of here.
Oh, hearing Sloane's voice in your ear, just, it's crazy how it feels like it was just yesterday. You can still remember everything about the event.
Okay, go. We don't have much time.
Ah, we're marching down the hallway.
I'm gonna find you a path around the patrols.
There's a lot of Easter eggs hidden through these hallways, so it's always good to keep an eye out for that stuff, especially because we get to rewatch it again. Things that you miss in the moment because everything's happening so fast. Definitely is kind of lonely not having a bunch of other people following me along, because it was pretty crowded.
Okay, they're gone. Give me a moment.
And she's gonna open the door here.
I got it. Let's go. If you get seen, get across the bridge as
Oh,
quickly
the
as you can.
UFOs flying out through the hangar. They did such a good job making this feel like it was a giant ship. Like on paper, looking at it, it didn't seem like it was that big. But man, they did such a good job, like on the interior here. Oh, and look at them all running through the hallway up there. This thing. Oh, look at this. This is Easter eggs. You know, wait. With Peely being kidnapped, does this have anything to do with that? Like, obviously, the Chapter 5 story is a lot longer, but
that may work.
this must all be connected somehow. Huh. Looks like she's opening another door. But that's interesting, because this kind of looks a lot like the information with Peely being kidnapped now.
Will get you past their patrols.
Oh, look at all this cool stuff. We had the Meowsles Morsels. That never really ended up being anything. Oh, okay. We gotta head through the tunnel.
These aren't intended for organics. Let's hope that's not an issue.
Oh, I remember when you said that. Yeah, I forgot how long that was.
Safe. For now,
all right.
Stay alert.
Is there anything more in here? It's an I.O. car.
There should be another transport tube ahead. Looks like I'll have to reverse the airflow. Give me a moment.
Oh, and look at all this stuff. We gotta keep moving sharp. Oh, there they are. Look at that. They're all in the parasite egg containers.
Just need to...
It's so weird seeing all this again.
Okay, and then...
The golden Peely statue.
Get in the tubes.
Oh, come on. We can't take a look at everything else. Alright. Oh, man. Here we are.
Oh, good. The bombs are in place.
It's so weird looking out here again 3 years later. I'm just thinking about everything that happened after this. It's like everything was different back then. And who would have been able to predict the different kind of things that happened the 3 years later?
I'll get things ready on my end. You keep those backpacks near the bombs.
Summer 2021 was definitely peak.
Okay, I'm gonna start the arming sequence.
Here we go.
Wait, what's happening?
Oh,
The signal was
yes.
cut off. I'll figure this out. Just stay alive.
The game was never the same after this event, man.
This is impossible. We thought it was gone for good. Last time it nearly destroyed the island.
Man, it's so crazy seeing this and like knowing after the fact what was going to happen, but at the time this was like a giant reveal. People were legitimately freaking out because this was one of the last events that wasn't all just leaked on TikTok, and so nobody legitimately had any idea that something like this would
We need to
happen.
hit this thing hard and fast.
The pack's weaponized.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, yeah. Cause then it gets all quiet. The windows
Get to
open
the
again.
windows. We have to arm those bombs now.
Man.
And we're
done.
done. You played your part. Now I have to play mine. We are fighting a war in which we are hopelessly outgunned. I won't bring you home. Not if there is a chance that thing can make it back to the island.
Man.
Over and out.
Those words were so cold when she became a traitor. Those words were just so cold and they still hit hard today. Definitely one of the best cinematic moments out of all the live events. And at this point, we didn't know what was going to happen. We were just watching those bombs get ready to destroy themselves. Oh yeah, I was supposed to revive it. Get the blue cube. Look at all this foam coming off of it. This whole event was so special, man. It wasn't all on TikTok. We didn't know what was going to happen. Everything was completely unpredictable. And at this point, we didn't know if these bombs were going to blow up with us on the ship. We didn't know what was going to happen. It's a long ride up the elevator shaft. And come up here. Oh, this place looks so big seeing it again. Like, it's different watching it back, but then like you come in here and you see it and it's crazy just how expansive it is. Man. Oh, and then all the cubes start coming in. It's crazy how big this place looks. Just like the three-dimensionality of it. It's really hard to describe. And then here comes the ship blowing up. But we didn't know any of this was gonna happen. Here we come. Remember they trolled everybody because we thought Steamy Stacks was gonna blow up, and we thought we were getting a whole different map after this. Like, look at all those places, like Dirty Docks getting hit. We all thought everything was gonna be different. But man, I still remember this like it was just yesterday. I think this is where the screen kicked in that said to be continued in season 8, if I remember right. Anyways, though, that's wraps for this. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I can do this again sometime. Let me know down there any other kind of special spots you'd like me to look at. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so the bombs are still flashing. We're like sideways, and the ship is lit up. This is kind of a weird bug. Oh, and the lights. Well, I don't think anyone was supposed to see this, but okay. Anyways, yeah, that's wraps for this. Let me know if there's any special places you'd like me to visit next time I do this. Let me know what kind of places were your favorite out of those locations from chapter 4, chapter 3, all that good stuff. And yeah, see y'all in the next one.